Hey there, travel junkies. It's your old pal Infinite Destinations here. And listen, I know what you're thinking. What's he doing in Cambodia? Well, let me tell you, this place is off the hook. We're talking ancient temples, bustling markets, floating villages, the lot. It's like something out of Indiana Jones, only with better snacks. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the top 5 places you absolutely can't miss in Siem Reap. And trust me, these spots are so funny, you'll be laughing all the way to the pagoda. Let's get to it. First up, we've got the big daddy of Cambodian temples, Angkor Wat. This place is so Instagrammable, you'll probably spend more time trying to get the perfect shot than actually appreciating its beauty. I mean, I'm talking about those classic sunrise pics with the temple reflected in the water. You know the ones, everyone and their nan has one, but hey, I'm not judging. I may or may not have spent an embarrassing amount of time trying to get the perfect selfie with a monkey. Spoiler alert, the monkey wasn't interested. But seriously, folks, even if you're not a social media addict, Angkor Wat is truly breathtaking. The sheer scale of the place is mind-boggling. And the history, oh, the history, it's like stepping back in time 1,000 years. But the funniest part of Angkor Wat has to be the monkeys. These little guys are absolute mischief makers. They'll steal your snacks, your sunglasses, even your hat if you're not careful. Next up, we've got Bayon Temple, also known as the Temple of Faces. And let me tell you, this place is watching you. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a giant stone face staring back at you. It's a bit unnerving, to be honest. It's like being on a Zoom call with 200 of your closest stone-faced friends. But once you get over the initial feeling of being judged by a bunch of ancient stone faces, you can start to appreciate the artistry of it all. I mean, these faces are incredibly detailed and expressive. Some of them are smiling, some are frowning, and some just look like they need a good cup of coffee. But the funniest thing about Bayon Temple is trying to take a picture without getting photobombed by a stone face. It's practically impossible. It's like they're saying, "Oh, you think you're so clever with your fancy camera? Well, check out this mug, mate. I've been posing for centuries." Hold on to your hats, adventurers, because we're about to enter the jungle temple of Ta Prohm. This place is straight out of an Indiana Jones movie, minus Harrison Ford, sadly. Ta Prohm is famous for its overgrown ruins with giant tree roots snaking their way through the ancient stones. It's both beautiful and a little bit eerie, like nature is slowly reclaiming what was once hers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Did you channel your inner Lara Croft and try to swing from any of those tree roots? Well, let's just say that some dreams are best left unrealized. But the funniest part of Ta Prohm has to be the sheer number of people trying to recreate that iconic Angelina Jolie pose from Tomb Raider. Everyone wants to be Lara Croft, but not everyone can pull it off. I saw one guy try to recreate the pose, and he nearly fell into a pile of ancient rubble. It was like watching a blooper reel of Tomb Raider, only with less Angelina Jolie and more awkward tourist. Get ready to shop till you drop, folks, because we're heading to the Ankor night market. This place is a sensory overload in the best possible way, with stalls selling everything from traditional handicrafts to those I love Cambodia t-shirts. Now, I love a good market as much as the next guy, but let's be real. The real reason to visit the Ankor night market is the food. We're talking about delicious, authentic Cambodian cuisine at bargain prices, but the funniest part of the Angkor night market has to be the art of haggling. It's like a dance, a delicate back and forth between buyer and seller. You've got to be prepared to channel your inner negotiator, to drive a hard bargain, and to walk away if you don't get the price you want. Of course, I'm terrible at haggling. I usually end up paying double what I should, just because I'm too British to argue. But even if you're not a master haggler, the Angkor night market is a must visit. It's a great place to soak up the local atmosphere, find some unique souvenirs, and maybe even try some fried crickets. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Prepare to set sail, folks, because we're heading to the majestic Tonle Sap Lake. This massive lake is home to several floating villages where people live, work, and play entirely on the water. It's a truly unique and fascinating way of life, and it makes me feel incredibly grateful for my stable, dry land existence. But once you get over your fear of sinking into the murky depths, you can start to appreciate the beauty of Tonle Sap Lake. The water is a stunning shade of emerald green, and the surrounding countryside is lush and verdant. But the funniest part of visiting Tonle Sap Lake has to be trying to navigate the wobbly wooden boats. I'm not the most coordinated person on land, and let me tell you, it doesn't get any easier on water. I spent most of my boat trip clinging on for dear life, convinced that I was going to fall in and become a crocodile snack. So if you're planning a visit, maybe pack a life jacket just in case. And there you have it, folks. The top 5 places to visit in Siem Reap, Cambodia. From ancient temples to bustling markets, this place has something for everyone. Just remember to pack your sense of humor, your bargaining skills, and maybe some motion sickness pills for those boat rides. If you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of Siem Reap, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel shenanigans and questionable jokes. And hey, if you've been to Siem Reap, let me know in the comments below what your favorite spot was. Until next time, happy travels.